So in this video, I'll be taking a look at the Cherry MX2S, which is actually the newer version of the old Cherry MX2. So if you see anything you like in this video from Cherry, remember to use my code CHERST for an extra 30 ringgit off. So when you check out on their Shopee and Lazada shop, remember to use my code CHERST for an extra 30 ringgit off. And of course, a huge thank you to Cherry Malaysia for sending over this keyboard right here. So with that out of the way, let's start today's review. So this is the box right here, and overall it's a very minimalistic design with just some Cherry branding all around the box, and that is it. Let's unbox it. And of course inside you'll just get some paperwork right here by Cherry, and of course the keyboard itself. Now let's take a look at the keyboard itself. So up front we can actually see that it's a full size layout. So it just means that it has all of the 108 keys on the keyboard, but we have an extra key right here, which is the Cherry utility software key right here, right next to the escape button. So the version I have right here is the black RGB version with MX red switches, and of course the RGB can be configured in the Cherry utility software really easily, which you can download from their website. Overall, it's a full plastic build, but it does feel quite solid in the hand, so I have no complaints there. And on the top left corner right here, you can actually see the Cherry logo, and then on the side is actually blank. On the top right here, we have some wording, so it just says Cherry designed for winners right here, and then it's just this plastic again. On the bottom we have nothing, it's just flat. And this right here is the side of the keyboard. We can see that it's actually quite thin, and I kind of like this design, and it does have a little angle for it to provide a better typing experience. And of course all the keycaps right here are Cherry profile keycaps. Now let's take a look at the back of the keyboard. So of course we have two adjustable feet right here, so you can just increase the height of the keyboard if you're not happy with the ones given, because it is quite slim. So on the back you just have some Cherry stickers and indicators, and that is it for the whole keyboard. So the keycaps over here are actually double shot ABS keycaps, which lets the RGB shine through quite nicely, and honestly I think that it looks pretty good. So some of you may actually worry about shining on these ABS keycaps after some time of use, but don't worry, Cherry actually claims that they UV coated these kind of ABS keycaps, so they are more durable and have less shine after a long term of use. So as I said before, the switches right here are the MX red switches, which are the linear ones, and they feel quite smooth out of the box for a stock switch. But if you don't like actually the linear switch right here, you can choose from all of the offerings from Cherry. You have the blue, brown, and of course the red silent switches, which I'm not really a fan of. And of course these switches right here feature Cherry's unique gold cross point technology, basically meaning that it ensures the user experience is very good without any misinputs or false actuations on the switch. As for the stabilizers in this keyboard, there are just some Cherry standard stabilizers, but they do come pre-looped from the factory, and I think that they sound quite decent for a stock keyboard. So now let's actually take a closer look inside the case, and let's open it up. So as you can see inside the case right here, we have this kind of ridges design inside, which actually lets the PCB sit flat on top and it secures it in place. This actually helps minimize flexing and provides a really solid typing experience when using the keyboard. Besides that, the switches used right here are actually 5-pin switches, and they have been soldered in place, so they are really tight and they won't go anywhere, and they don't have any wobble at all. And for those who want a better and more comfy typing experience, Cherry actually also offers this plastic palm rest right here for the Cherry MX2S keyboard, which basically hooks to the bottom of the keyboard and it secures it in place. Now with everything basically covered, let's go for the typing sound test to see how this keyboard actually sounds like. So from the typing sound test, we can actually see that this keyboard sounds pretty good, mostly because of the MX Red switches inside and of course the loop stabilizers. I think that it does have a really full sound and does sound quite good for a full-size pre-built keyboard. So who do I think this keyboard is actually for? I think this keyboard is for the people who are in the market and they are looking for a full-size mechanical keyboard. It can be for work or for gaming, but they just want a good pre-built mechanical keyboard for around 300 ringgit that will serve them well, and you can use it straight out of the box without any gimmicks or mods. So yeah, it's a pretty good buy for a full-size mechanical keyboard and it's definitely a go from me. By the way, Cherry is also running a Hari Raya and Ramadan promotion right now, and this campaign will last from the 28th of March to the 15th of May. So if any purchase above 200 ringgit in a single receipt from Cherry, you can actually get a free MC 1000 mouse with your purchase. So if you're interested, links will be down in the description below, and remember to use my code CHERST on checkout to get an extra 30 ringgit off from their Shopee and Lazada stores. So again, a huge thank you to Cherry Malaysia for sending this keyboard over. Leave a like on this video if you liked it, dislike this video if you didn't like it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I have even more mechanical keyboard content coming very soon. As always, thanks for watching. Goodbye guys.